My name is Campbell Lovett, Conference Minister with the Michigan Conference of the United Church of Christ, bringing you another in our series of Faith for Thought. I've been traveling a lot lately, and I'm always wondering how to respond to the question, what do you do? When I was a local church pastor, I used to respond to that question by saying, I'm a marketing consultant with a small nonprofit, which wasn't totally untrue, but I would offer that thinking the person didn't really want to engage in conversation with a church pastor after all. Now I wonder if I were to say, oh, I work for the Michigan Conference, whether they would think I was a coach or an athletic director. Well, this called to mind for me Tony Campolo, the great preacher and professor, and how he would deal with this quandary. He said that if he wanted to talk to the person next to him, he would respond, oh, I'm a sociologist, and that would create a conversation. And if he didn't want to talk, he would say, oh, I'm a Southern Baptist preacher, and that would stop the conversation very quickly. James Forbes, the pastor emeritus at Riverside Church in New York City, I recall him talking about this in his life, and he said that when asked, he would tell his seatmate, oh, I'm in the business of moving people from to hallelujah. I always liked that, and began to think about how I should talk about my work in such a positive manner. And so now I will tell people that I am in the business of equipping clergy and churches for more faithful and effective ministry in a denomination that welcomes everyone and believes that God is still speaking. I want to ask you about your elevator speech. How is it that you would introduce yourself, talk about your local church, and your participation therein? I think it would be a great Sunday if our churches were to say, during the passing of the peace, let's practice introducing ourselves and our elevator speech about our church and what this church means for us and our lives. Or perhaps begin a committee meeting with that same question, going around the table and introducing ourselves with our elevator speech, a brief synopsis of our church and our membership. In the days and weeks ahead, I look forward to asking you, so what do you do? Where is your church? And hearing your spiel. Thank you, and God bless.